Besides learning your intervals and your triads, you should pretty much learn every trichord that there is. So the way I do it is learning it with combos. Let's take a look at an A minor scale. So we have A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. And what we need to do, that's a C major or A minor scale. What we need to do is take every 3-note combo of these, and then we figure out what chord that is, and then we can use those as arpeggios and basic colorations. We should learn chord fingerings for that, and we should learn to play it melodically as single note lines using different patterns that we might use with notes. I'll show you an example later perhaps, but let's look at how I go through these combos if we can see this. So first we start with everything with A. That's A, B, C, A, B, D, A, B, E, and A, B, F, and then we have A, B, and G. Then we start with A, C, D, A, C, E, A, C, F, A, C, G. And then the ones that go from A to D is A, D, E, A, D, F, A, D, G. Then A, E, F, A, E, G, and A, F, G. These are all the trichords that would start with the A. We want to look at every single one of these and figure out what they would be. But we're not done with that yet, so I won't do that yet. Now we could start with the B note. If I have room over here maybe. So if we start with the B note, we have B, C, D, B, C, E, B, C, F, and B, C, G. Then we have B, D, E, B, D, F, and B, D, G. Then we have B, E, F, and we have B, E, G. Then we have B, F, and G. These are all the trichords in the key of A minor that would start with a B note. Then we could start with the C note. Don't worry, it gets less as we move along. Or I could fit this in maybe right here. If we start all the trichords with a C note, we get C, D, E, we get C, D, F, C, D, G. That's a C there. C, D, G. Then we have C, E, F, C, E, G, and then we have C, F, G. Those are all the trichords that start with a C note in A minor. Then we can do all the trichords that start with a D note. I'll put that here. That gives us D, E, F, and D, E, G. And then we have D, F, and G. And the final trichord that we would find is, if we started with an E, we can do E, F, and G. Here, my friends, are all of the trichords in A minor. Might as well take a systematic approach and learn them all and figure out what you can do with these things. So you should know your intervals, your seconds, your third, your fourth, your fifth, your sixth, your seventh, and you figure out what are all the combos of 2 notes that you could do in a key as well. Once you get past that, you should look at all the 7 notes, figure out what are the best combos of 3. Now, if we were doing A, B, C, we should look at what are the triads that would best represent that trichord. So, don't get me wrong, this could be, over an A minor chord, this would be an A add 2, right? Over a B diminished, it could be like a B half diminished with a flatted second. Over a C chord, it could be a C major 13. Over a D minor chord, this could be like a D minor 7 or a D minor 6 chord. Over a E minor chord, this would be E minor flat 13, E minor 11 flat 13. Over an F, this would be an F major add sharp 11. Over a G chord, this would be a G with a add 2 and an add 4, so a G 11 it could work for. So you could use these trichords over all 7 power chords, all 7 triads, all 7 seventh chord, diatonic 7th chords. They would work for all the chords. But the ones that they're gonna work best for, A, B, C, this sounds like an A minor add 2 or an F major with a sharp 11. The A, B, D, this would sound most like a B half diminished, keeping it in the key of A minor. Or perhaps it could be B half diminished, or maybe a G7 with the 9, G9. A, B, E, I would look at probably A, B, E as an A sus2 or E sus4. A, B, F, that's going to be a B half diminished chord, or maybe an F major with the sharp 11. A, B, G, this is a G major with an add 2. And we should look at all the 7th chords. Now we'll do that for every single one of these, and then you know, and you figure out ways to play it. And so if I was playing A, B, C, I could play those da 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 da, or maybe I would play A, C, B as a pattern and a lick, or even if I did B, A, C, or if I did B, C, A, or C, B, A, or C, A, B. And that's only if I use 3. So maybe a good pattern could be A, B, C, B, da 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 da, or A, C, B, C, da 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 da. So we have all these different, there's a lot more of those that we could do on each one of those trichords.